continuation of the approaches. I was just really quickly recapping the Nordoff and Robbins technique, which again is brilliant. It's mind-blowing. I don't work with their population, but I see the success that that approach brings. And if you're a parent to someone that has multiple challenges, nonverbal, hardly responsive to their environment, and then you see them being able to take part in a music therapy session and have a part in that, musical part in it, it's so rewarding. So look up that one if you're looking for extra credit. Another approach I want to talk to you about is created by Helen Bonney, and it's called Guided Imagery to Music, also shortened to GIM, Guided Imagery to Music. You need to be specially trained to do guided imagery to music because you are going to be altering someone's level of consciousness. This is not just relaxation. This is altering a level of consciousness. It would be similar to if you've ever seen someone under hypnosis. That's an altered level of consciousness. Helen Bonney is the name of the woman who created this. She's still alive. She was working in California. And it used to be, and this is a test question, it used to be that to alter someone's level of consciousness, medically, they would apply LSD. Okay? Did you hear that? That's a test question. They used to apply LSD to alter a person's level of consciousness for therapy. A lot of times this approach is used with the psychodynamic approach, which is all about uncovering unconscious material. All right, so they're digging up past events. Helen Bonney said there's got to be a way we can do this with music and not LSD. So she came up with this technique. I'm going to read through my notes. It has 4 phases in it. The first phase is called the prelude. And this is basically the client comes in, the therapist reminds them, remember today we're going to do guided imagery. We're going to be altering level of consciousness. Ethically, a client must know that that's about to happen. The therapist must be trained in guided imagery. It takes years. Our head professor at PFW is trained in guided imagery. I am not. I cannot do this. I can only explain it to you. All right, so the prelude. And the second phase is the induction, where it's basically general relaxation. All right? Just like I'm going to give you an assignment today on relaxation. It's really just slowing down the breath, maybe doing some stretches, and the music therapist will probably use the client's preferred music. Third phase is the music program. This is where the music therapist says, all right, I'm in charge of the music. There is music that is made to alter level of consciousness. A lot of times it's taking out certain frequencies or adding in certain frequencies, a different layering. And so now the music therapist is going to be in charge of the music and will be verbally guiding that client back to some past event. Obviously, this is not just random events. This is some kind of event that they've talked about it in sessions before, and they've agreed upon the therapist verbally guiding that patient back to this past traumatic, generally, event. 4 is the postlude, and this is again, the client now is brought back to normal level of consciousness and is shared with them what was discussed. When someone has an altered level of consciousness and they are speaking, and then they're brought back to normal level of consciousness, a lot of times they can't recall what they've shared or what happened. All of this has to be video recorded, audio tape, and in the postlude, the therapist starts helping the client process what was shared during that experience and giving them some tools. All right, so just so you know, that's used with the psychodynamic approach. All right, all of those approaches, make sure you know them very well. They are covered twofold on your final. Make sure you know the difference between a cognitive therapist and a humanistic. therapist, the biomedical, GIM, the psychodynamic, Nordoff and Robbins, ORF. They're listed in here as well. Now let me give you an assignment on relaxation. Let me see if I can find it in here. Your assignment is to do relaxation 5 times this week. I would like it to be a minimum of 10 minutes each attempt. Now what you're going to do in writing for me is you're going to document these attempts, and this is what I would like. I want to know what kind of music did you use. Maybe you already know what songs are relaxing to you, but maybe you try something different. I always encourage students to try classical music. Again, classical music is an oil change for the brain. So find something soothing. Don't find like some fast symphonic fanfare, but Moonlight Sonata, Canon in D, something slow and calm. So tell me what kind of music. Maybe it was nature sounds. Maybe it was, you had this app that played calming music. That's fine too, but there must be some form of music present in your 10 minutes. The next thing, tell me about what approach, what technique for relaxation did you use? Let's take a moment here to talk about relaxation. Some of you maybe have never done it. I really want it to be where you are calming down, you're aware of your breathing pattern, you're relaxing your thought process, you're relaxing your body, okay? I don't want it to be, I cleaned my house. No. If you need a clean house first, then clean your house and then lie down on the couch or sit in a position that is comfortable. Become aware of your breathing pattern. Don't tell me you went for a run for relaxation. Go for a run and then do some stretches afterwards. That would be your relaxation. If you do yoga, they have a great sense. They will do yoga poses and then at the end do relaxation, which is maybe just lying flat out on the ground and becoming aware of your breathing pattern. The key point is slowing down your body and your thought processes. Let me give you some other examples. Some people might want to take a bubble bath, maybe even add some candles, some certain smells, aromatherapy with it. Some people might want to be a little bit more active and maybe do stretches. So I recommend starting with maybe like your toes and working your way up your body and doing some stretches. There's something called tension release, and that means start in your extremities and hold tension and then release it. So you understand the feeling of stress and just letting it go and relaxing. So tension release. There's also another approach where you, self-affirming, where maybe you got some mantras that you find relaxing. I am a great student. I am in charge of my finances. I am in charge of my thought processes. I am a good person. Whatever that is, maybe write them out and spend 10 minutes with some calming music on. Just self-affirming yourself, rereading them, or focusing on one of them. It could be just doing deep breathing in the nose, out the mouth. It could be just lying still. Then I want you to tell me any results. And the results could be, I fell asleep. I didn't yell at my coworker. Or it could be, I could not do that relaxation approach. That didn't work for me. You can even find apps that will do some script relaxation where they're talking you through some relaxation. Find a voice that you find calming. So basically that is your assignment. 5 times this week to do 10 minutes of relaxation. In writing, you tell me what was your music, what was your technique, what were your results for all of those attempts. Now, if you have a technique that works for you every time and you're getting better and better at relaxing, then use that. Some of you have never done relaxation, so I want you to try different approaches, but it's like a muscle. And the people that learn how to relax can handle crisis situations generally by relaxing and starting to think through the problem rather than panicking. So if you know how to stress, I always say, well, then you're close, flip it. Now we're just going to focus on relaxation. Some people use prayer for relaxation. You can do that as well. So if you know how to stress about something, that means you're thinking about things, and maybe those things won't even come to fruition. Think about calming down and relaxing. So let's do that. That is your assignment for this week. You can hand that in at kmagan@hotmail.com.